Professional.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Hello. Hopefully you can see me. My green screen was doing weird things earlier on, so apologies if the camera isn't as good as it could be. But yeah, it was a bit peculiar. Right before we went live, it did weird stuff, so we had to adjust it quite severely. So I think it's okay now. We are. I'm just going to show you where we are, and then I will introduce the rest of the stream to you. We are here, which is about. There's the bubble, most of which is on fire. We're about 5,500 light years south of the bubble. on our way. We're not going to get there today, but we're on our way to this here, which is the Crab Pulsar, which I discovered this afternoon, which I'm not sure. Perhaps one of the other guys in the stream will know, or you guys might know, which I think is a planetary nebula, but I'm not sure. However, in my ship I have with me Commander Rini, the long-suffering.
Afternoon.
All right.
Yep.
And also on the stream I've got Commander Primetime Casual.
Good afternoon.
And I have Commander Lord Tyvin.
Good afternoon.
It sounds very grand, that, doesn't it? It sounds like you should have a velvet cloak on. Have you got a velvet cloak on, Tyves?
He does, we just can't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tato's laughing at the long suffering. Can you just let me know if the sound levels are alright, mate? There shouldn't be any change from last time we did this, but as you probably know yourself, sound is the bane of the streamer.
Isn't it, Josh?
That and green screens.
Yeah, you're quite grey today.
I am quite great. However, I am quite grey. Yeah, I am quite grey anyway.
Is doing funny stuff.
Yes, it was doing very peculiar things. The lighting just wouldn't work. I had to resize it as well because there was down in the bottom left-hand side, just about where you can see my microphone. There is a white patch of I don't know what, and I look behind me where the white patch should be, and there's nothing white. And then I look back, and there's a white patch there. So I had to readjust the frame. I'm doing a hand gesture thing. I had to readjust the frame so that the white patch has now disappeared off the screen. So normally you'd see my whole chair here, but you won't today because of ghostly white patch that won't go away, but we'll sort that out another time. Anyway, hello. Thank you very much for joining us today. Long time on Twitch. Round of applause for Twitch, everybody. There we go. Look at that. Crikey. We're doing a bit of exploration today. It's the new exploration tools are something I've messed around with a little bit, but by no stretch of the imagination am I anything even remotely approaching professional. Not a word from you, Prime. Not a word. And it's very advantageous that I've got Prime and Tyvin on the stream with me because they are currently on Distant Worlds 2 and doing nothing but exploration. So
and crashing SRVs.
Hey Paula Bean, how you doing?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Good to see you. And crashing SRVs, yeah, and smacking into planets at ridiculous speeds. But that nonsense is now over because you are a long way from everything, aren't you? You are a long way from everything. We just got a follow from Aggregate Chip. Hello, buddy.
And a follow from
And we got a follow from Paula Bean as well. Thank you so much. Hello. Right then. Oh, another one. There we go. There's Aggregate. Right. So I need to be in Super Cruise, don't I?
Well,
Yes.
To answer your first question, yes, that looks like a planetary nebula or a stellar remnant.
Okay. I to try and get a lock on something in there so that I had something to travel to, I typed in crab earlier and I ended up with crab. But yeah, I ended up with thank you. Yeah, we'll come back to the professional later. I ended up with crab pulsar.
Oh, Paula Bean is mentioning chat is in follower-only mode, so only people who are following you can actually chat.
Yes, that was my understanding. I think that's by design. Yeah.
All right.
That's okay, isn't it?
I think.
I don't know. This is our first time on Twitch, Paula. I don't know if you're aware of that. So when I looked at almost every other Twitch streamer I could find, they all had it in follower mode, but I could well be wrong. Following. Oh yeah, following's free. Oh god, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We just didn't want any drive-by unpleasantness. I think that's where we were going. Really, was that? But yeah. Okay. So here we. Okay. So can I just get a quick? I need to have a quick run through with you two. Hopefully you can see the stream okay. On the exploration tools. Now, okay. Now this is deeply embarrassing. So I'm gonna cover that off first. The last time we spoke about exploration, I think I was talking to you, Prime. I'm not sure if you were here as well, Tyves. I casually mentioned that I was struggling with moving the camera around in the exploration suite, and then I realised something I wasn't doing that everyone else clearly was doing, and then the conversation moved on, and so I never fessed up about what it was I was doing that everyone else wasn't doing. So I'm gonna fess up now. I'm gonna be big and bold. Okay, Here we go.
Go for it.
Everyone else, from as far as I can tell, appears to be using the mouse.
No.
Really? Wow. Well, that is...
I'm using the gamepad.
Yeah,
Okay.
Prime uses his Xbox controller for everything.
Okay.
Well, that put pay to that.
Okay, because if you can see the stream, there, see the way I'm moving them. I can move around nice and quick, and I can, okay, it could do with being a bit tight, but yeah, I can move around nice. I was trying to do it with my joystick and HOTAS before, and it was absolutely horrific, quite frankly.
Basically, aggregate chip, says that mouse is wrong.
Yeah, but then Tato said he uses mouse.
Okay, so that's the difference. So now I'm using the HOTAS, right? So, oh god, that's awful. Right. So now
the thing with a mouse versus a HOTAS or gamepad is most of the planets are aligned to the plane, to the system plane anyway. So you really want to move the camera, the cursor in a straight line, and that is very easy with a joystick or a gamepad.
okay. Hmm.
Okay, it's interesting what chat's saying.
So
Thomason
in
saying
the
he
end, I
uses
think it's down
HOTAS,
to taste to your own preference.
but you've swapped yaw and roll.
Oh, that sounds painful. But Tato says mouse is fast used forward and back to
Okay.
tune.
Oh, that's a point. Do you know what?
I guess it also depends on what your routine is when scanning, because I stay very close to the ecliptic plane of elliptic, whatever.
Right.
So I don't have to move up or down. I really have to move just in a straight line for scanning. What you're doing now, you're high above the plane of the system, so you have to move back and forwards as well. So that would probably be easier with the mouse.
Okay. Do you know what? Oh my. Hang on. Everyone's going to get a lovely view of my menus now. The joystick wants reversing. Full spectrum system scanner. It's going to be that, isn't it? Why is it? It's yaw that's inverted. Let's try that. That's better. Okay. Okay, so do I want to... Okay, so... Oh, God, see, I find it so awkward, though.
Yeah,
It's really...
it's definitely a weak spot,
Because
isn't it?
because you're in the wrong spot for scanning.
I mean, okay, so that's job number one. I'm in the wrong spot for scanning, so I need to be further down the plane of the system, right? So that's...
Yep.
Okay, so that's... So if I get it so that... How do I do that? So if I fly down towards the orbit lines,
Yeah, just
is this exploration 101 for you guys? Are you kind of like, this is, oh yeah, why the hell doesn't he know this?
we just don't
Pretty
fly
much.
too far from the star for scanning,
Yeah.
Okay,
because we basically
Scoop, honk,
just
scan.
right.
okay,
We do it like that, then we have a look at our scanners and see if there's something interesting. When there is, then we do the scan.
okay,
Otherwise, we just jump.
okay. Is that okay? Is that better where I am now?
Yes, much better.
This
You
just
always
makes
have
it easier for you.
you can always have a couple of planets who are like on a very lopsided orbit, but most of the time you'll get 90% of the planets on horizontal move now.
Right. Okay. Okay. Because when I've watched people who know what on earth they're doing, scanning, everybody seems to be flying around really quickly and boom in out, boom in out, boom blah, 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 and they'll clear a system in 30 seconds, whereas it takes me about half an hour. So just so we're clear, everyone, I'm not going to scan a whole system and take half an hour on this stream, because that would, I think,
Be painful.
I think Paul Ree would eat her own face if I did that. Okay. Okay, so so the sort of speed that it's moving at the moment, that's kind of okay, is it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then I've got, so where stuff, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see what I'm talking about. But so on the radio spectrum at the bottom, where I slide my dialy up and down, it tells you in the bottom right hand side, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have one water world or Earth like.
Have I really?
Water world. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a water world, I'd say, from the position.
Yeah. Water.
Oh,
on, yeah.
right. How are you? Okay, so this is Ray.
It's interesting,
This is
isn't it?
exciting. Okay, so
This stream
what?
should be called Prime and Tyvin Teach You How to Play.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just gonna.
Excellent.
Can you see the stream? I'm just giving myself one of those because. All
All
right, there we go.
Excellent.
Okay. Oh, this is exciting. So you can tell from looking at my spectral scanner down the bottom thingy.
Yeah. You
That's the
should
technical
scan
term. Okay. You can
So
tell
that-
that you think I've got a water world in there.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't think we know.
Oh, there it is!
Yeah, right. There it
Oh,
is.
it's exciting! I've never discovered. I was about to say I've never discovered a water world before, but let's be honest, I've never discovered anything before.
Not really. Not with the way you use the
I once
scanner.
found a room in our house that we didn't know was here. That was a.
You used the FSS for
There was
that.
a guy living in it
Yeah.
called Jeff. We let him stay. He's fine. He's fine. He's no trouble. Okay, so
Right. So you got a water world.
okay, so so that stuff down the left hand. Am I pointing the right way? That stuff. I don't know. That stuff down the left hand side of the. I don't want to worry too much about that. So that's the right. Okay, so high metal. Okay, I've got high metal content there. Do I want to do that as well, or shall I just ignore that?
You can, if you have something like ED Discovery to tell you if it's a terraformable you want. Otherwise, just go for the water world.
Let's go for the water
Okay,
world,
let's
shall we?
go for
Because
the
I think
water
we'll be here
world.
for days if I go. Okay. Okay, so I've hovered it over the water world.
I'm waiting for the Germans to be going left a bit, left a bit,
Left a
right
bit, left a bit, right a bit. That's only a joke this generation will get
We
rid.
have, we do have a 10-second delay on the streams.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but that just makes it funnier.
Okay. So this is when I now start to get. If you thought I was confused before, stick around, people, because this is where it gets really good. Okay.
No, just
A lot of. It's,
just stick all the way to the right or to the left. I don't care. Until something lives up.
okay. So what's going on with all those arrows on the
You don't care.
I don't
You
care.
care
Really?
about them.
For now.
Are they not
You
pointing
ignore
to
these
anything?
arrows.
Because my immediate
but
reaction is I'm looking at that and going, wow, I've got 17 water worlds and they're all over there. Is that wrong?
They are, they are not pointing towards the water world you want. You get these light, like grayed
pointing-
out
yeah.
signals for planets that are
Oh.
further away on the spectrum from
Stop.
your scanner.
No,
Right?
rather.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
there you
okay. So
have
I'm
it.
ignoring
Now
those
something-
arrows basically, and so how would I have known that that's? I wouldn't have known that's where my water. There's nothing on screen to tell me that direction there is where my water world is.
That circle.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
The whole
Other than
circle tells
okay,
you.
yeah, but other than when I stray the camera over that bit, and it then goes, oh, there's
Well, it would have the little arrows pointing towards
Yeah.
it.
Move a bit away from it. And
in the pattern that's shown on the spectral analysis.
right. So those arrows
So
I pay
3
attention to,
Yeah.
but the other
3 pairs
arrows
of arrows
that are
3
all
pairs
doing
of
that.
arrows. And they're close together, so it's not ringed.
Okay, Taylor's saying, yeah, the little arrow things point towards it, but those ones I've got at the moment. I see. My natural inclination was that I put the
you can
radio
see-
dial for the thing that I'm looking for, and then the arrows in the middle would point to where I need to go to.
No.
But that's not the
They're
case.
pointing to everything. But you
Okay.
can see from the patterns of the arrows, that's not the water worlds it's pointing to.
I can see. Oh, can I? Oh,
So now
right.
you have the 3 arrows, like down on the spectral analysis spectrum.
Oh, yeah, I got them. Yeah.
And you can
Oh.
even from the way if they are close together or further away from each other, you can even tell if it has rings or not.
Okay, I can see what you're talking about now.
Has the penny dropped?
Well, it's more like a bag of
Yes.
coins, to be honest.
And
It's a
the
bag
other
of something.
thing is, when they are nicely aligned like this, then you have your tuning at the right position for that planet you're looking for. Otherwise, they are far more dispersed. Like when you go to the left now,
Right,
then
so
you will see
They were crazy,
that
pointing all
these
over the
little
place.
arrows
Okay.
over there are very dispersed.
Okay, so that's a nonsense. I'm not interested in that.
Right.
But as I kind of move round, and as I get close to what we now know is a water world. Okay. This is exciting, isn't it? Right. So that's okay. So that's that. I'm going to ask another stupid question, but while I've got your attention, so the white, very thin line across the horizontal mark on the screen. That's the horizontal. That's the plane of the system, right?
Yes.
I think that needs to be a bit, because it gets all
Well, it's
tangled
just-
up with the orbital lines
No,
as well.
Yeah, you see
It
there
is
the
kind
orbit
of
lines
the
as
orbit
well.
lines, yeah.
Yeah, I could do with turning the orbital lines off in here. I don't know if that's possible, but okay. So now I zoom in on that, right? Boom, there he is. Please, please, Mike. It's been an hour. Paula Bean saying elliptica. Is that what it's? Is it? I know it's. I think of it as an elliptical plane. Is it called an elliptica? Is that right? That sounds right. That sounds very sciencey.
Right.
Let's go with
Sounds
elliptica.
sciencey. Fives are up.
The orbital plane, that's also called the ecliptic. That's
Oh, the eclipse. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Ecliptic.
That's where you find most of the bodies in a system. It's a flat. It's pretty flat, actually.
Okay.
And now Tato is saying something. You can actually have a button mapped to now select that body as target.
Right. Do you know what? I think I did have.
So you don't have to go out.
Right, I did have, but there we go. I did have a bit of a horror story with, you know, the thing when Frontier do an update and you lose all your key mappings.
Never had that.
Yeah, I've had that. I had that the last time they did a significant update, and I had to. I have my key mappings backed up. That's fine. Restored all my key mappings, didn't work, so I ended up having to go through my key mappings. Do you remember that evening?
I do. It was fun.
Because because Ree was sitting right over there. Yeah.
So they don't get overridden.
Yeah, done that since. Yeah. Ree was sitting there, and I went all the way through all those settings and reset them all. It took me about an hour. I got to the end, and before I saved, the game crashed. I kid you not.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
There were various expressions of colourful language that then came forth. Very colourful language. Okay, so I've
Right, so
selected.
you're going to probe this before everyone loses the will to live.
Personal, isn't it? Okay, so I've targeted it.
Excellent.
Okay,
Now
it's
what?
behind me.
Is that some kind
No,
of
you
bad
need to
joke?
No,
You need to fly there.
I need to fly.
Do you
if
know
there.
how to fly in Super?
I do.
Just checking. Just checking.
That's not nice, is it? Honestly.
Well, there you go. You've learned something.
I fully expected. Honestly, I fully expected this to be a real education. The rest of the game, anybody who's never watched us before, I do kind of know the rest of the game quite well. I do, don't I? I'm not,
This is your weak spot.
But exploration is not something I've really done. I've been lots of places, but I've never actually explored.
Right.
Okay.
except for speed bowling, FA off, SRV driving.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't. No, but it wasn't. Not actual proper exploring. Like actually, you know.
One question: how did you survive the dad's trip?
The Lost Souls expedition.
Types, I have a much better question.
Uh-huh.
This actually explains.
Why did you
how
go?
I got
Is that
to
what-
Sagittarius A star in a 13 light year anaconda.
Oh, you got to bring that up,
This
haven't
is-
you?
Yeah, that
explains
does as well.
everything.
You got to bring
It
that
was a
up.
long time ago.
It was a lot, right?
And he hasn't learned nothing since
Just
then.
everybody, just take a step back a moment, right? It was pre-engineering. I didn't really know anything about the game, and I thought, well, I might get trouble when I get out there. It was very early game. It was 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought, well, I didn't know there wasn't going to be anybody out there. So my ship was covered in weapons. It was my Anaconda. I A-rated everything because I just thought A rating is going to be better than everything, and the consequence of which it had a 13 light year jump range. I had no idea that was not much, and I went all the way to Sagittarius A and all the way back again.
It was a good experience.
Experience is one word for it. Yeah. Yeah. It's right up there with pouring sand in your eyes. It was quite hard. I did it, though. You can't say I'm not determined.
Nope. Right, is this a nice water
This
world?
is the water world.
Excellent.
It's one of
Found
those
it.
boring ones without cloud systems, actually.
Oh, he's never happy,
Oh,
is he?
Sinead.
He's never happy. One of those boring ones. Is it boring because it's mine? Is that what it is? Right.
Well, it's not Tywin, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Tywin. See, Tywin has a they follow Tywin around.
They
This
literally
is
followed time in
yeah,
the
this is
universe.
ridiculous. Both of you guys are out on distant worlds and Primetime's found, I think, a water world, haven't you? I don't know, some stupid number. Tywin's found about 87, like in one system. He'll just march into a system and water just floods to him. He's like a sponge. Do you know how many you've found, Tyves?
Over the last week, 40.
Get off! 40
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
in the last week.
Yeah.
Oh, you're annoying me now, and I don't even care.
And I really don't know how I did this. The best thing really was I arrived in that one system, 2 water worlds, 1 ammonia world, and I thought, well, are these breakthrough echoes? There should be like several of these nice worlds in that system, and I looked into my panel and I was 20 jumps. Okay, what the heck?
Mm.
You thought? I bet you found 2 water worlds and an ammonia system and thought to yourself, this is going to annoy Prime.
Yeah. For the sanity of the stream, do you want to actually probe?
No, I thought we'd just stare at it. That'd be right.
Okay.
So, right. Okay.
Right, focus.
So here we go. So Tato's saying ED 101 with primetime casual. I'd watch that, honestly. I bet that'd be really fun. Especially with me on it, because he'd just get angrier and angrier and angrier as it went on. This week on Making a German Angry. Right, so I'm looking at my water world. I've got my surface scanner ready. This is what I find quite hard. So okay, if you were going to do this, because you've got no concept of how big that water world is, really, have you? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if I fire a probe at that, shall I fire a probe at it?
Fire a probe.
I'll fire a probe at
The
it.
sanity
First, you
of
get into your scanner mode.
There we go.
It does
Okay.
tell you how much you should need.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
thinks 7
And
for the efficiency target. I normally come in at around 53.
There is kind of a helping little graphics made by Canon Research.
Okay.
I have it lying around somewhere. Just bear with me for a second.
Basically, you want to fire them in
Right.
seven probes, so you should be able to map it with 6
Okay.
using a triangular pattern on the back and on the front.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Go for it.
Okay.
I put it into Elite Images if you want to look
So
at it.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So
That's
When this
Yeah,
stream is
because I
done,
has been
Tives.
very helpful
Yep.
to me. I used that one.
When this
to,
stream is done, Tives, you're changing your name in Discord to Sponge Boy. All right, just so we're clear.
Are we sending a probe out?
what you want to do is now you want to fire on the back side of the planet, not on the horizon. Top left, top right, and bottom.
Toggle
And
planet.
then on the front side, you want to fire it on center top and bottom left and bottom right.
Did you get that? What you just said then?
Yeah, just fire them all over the place.
Fire them all over the place. Gotcha.
We can do
Okay,
that.
so so I'm looking at front view at the moment. So I've just selected back view. It hasn't changed anything at all, which is
You
fine.
don't need to change the view.
Okay, I don't.
No, you
them
can
like a
do it.
50p.
It's
A
pretty
50p,
interesting, but you
Yeah.
don't need it.
Go for like a 50p.
a
that
50p
day.
kind of thing. So okay, so I'll wait for the stream to catch up. Can you see where I'm aiming at the moment? Is that where I want to fire it? About there?
Yep.
Yep.
And that
Yeah.
is that grey ring around it of any significance at all?
But I don't care. As long
Okay,
as
good
it doesn't
chat.
say
I'm
miss.
firing.
Yeah.
They're not firing. Launch probe, Joy 3. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then if I do another one, kind of.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty filming.
I'm gonna
so you
let
can fire
4
as many as you want.
Okay, Ree's an external camera at the moment, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. She films all this stuff in third person. Okay, so okay, so the view that I'm looking at now. Oh, okay. And that's showing me what I've actually managed to... They're all hitting in the same place, guys.
Yeah, because you practically aimed them directly at
Exactly the same
backside,
spot.
So you
Yeah.
Please aim them
so
not
for
directly at
sub
the
probes,
Please aim your probes directly at the planet. Okay, I'm
I
going
think
to
you
do...
can
one
still do
probe.
it if you do it better on the front.
directly in the middle of the front, and then 4 on the horizons in each of the cardinal directions.
4 on the horizons. So I'll wait for
North,
that to catch
south,
up
east,
about
The
west.
there.
horizon is that little line there.
Yeah,
you
there,
saw
thanks. Yeah.
Right, and you want that in the middle of your crosshairs.
All right, about there.
That white line, not the horizon
Yep.
of the planet, but that line
Yep.
shows you when you hit the horizon.
Okay.
I'm hyperventilating.
He's going to go into meltdown in a minute.
He'll be phoning his doctor after this when I'm very stressed. I had to talk to that English man again. Hey, look at that! How many did I do it in? Was anyone counting?
About 52. It's fine.
That was 7, wasn't it? Wasn't that? No.
I think so.
No,
Was it not?
no.
No, you.
It doesn't matter though, does it?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Oh, does that
no, you could
why?
no, because you still unveil and map the whole planet. But if you do it inside the efficiency target, you get like a cash bonus for it.
Right. Okay. Well, that's all right. You can be a poor explorer. That's fine.
I mean,
Doesn't matter.
pretty much up until this stream when I had people watching, I'd basically march up to the planet and empty a bag of probes
Yeah.
onto it. It was
I thought you
horrific.
did quite well there.
Yeah, I thought that was okay. I thought that was all right, that. It was like, honestly, they were like sand. I was just letting them all go. Well, that was all right.
Right. So what do you do now?
I have to admit, launching lots of probes is way prettier.
It is. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
way prettier,
Yeah.
yeah.
It does it a bit like like a firework, like a Catherine wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've ever got someone in multi-crew, boys and girls, and you can get
Just
someone, you
launch
can
all your probes. It's
get
much
into
easier.
multi-crew camera and get someone else to launch all the probes and just watch because it's amazing. Get all these rainbows going towards the planet. It's incredible. Okay.
My personal goal right now is with probing planets to launch them in such a timing that they all hit within 1 second.
Oh my
Well, that's pretty good
word!
efficiency.
So like planet not mapped, boom 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 boom, mapped. That's
Wow!
my goal.
Nice.
Wow! You need a hobby.
No wonder he's getting frustrated with you, Burr.
Yeah. Do you know something I discovered when I first brought this ship out and started exploring? I thought, oh yeah, we're exploring. This is good. This is exciting. See the planet bobbleheads on the bottom right hand side? I keep getting them confused with actual planets. When probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
No, you
Anyway,
No, you shouldn't.
okay, good. Okay.
By the way,
Yes.
can you check if you're actually the first one to map this planet?
Yes, I'd imagine I can, and I would do that.
Yeah, somebody only asked that about half an hour ago. so
Okay,
it's
good. Oh, this is
fine.
going well.
You
then.
need
it's
to go
fine.
to the system map. Yeah.
There we go. That is.
Through.
Ooh, congratulations.
Well, I've still got to
This
get
is-
back with the data, haven't I?
Yeah.
Oh, how
Yeah, you
exciting.
won't get a word out of Tado now because he's sprinting over here. He's sitting there going, "Not on my watch. No way. Not on my watch." Oh dear. Okay, should we look at the rest of the system, or should we leave it there? Hang on.
I want to know what happened. What happens when you do launch them at a black hole?
Disappear into it and they're never seen again, I'd imagine. Yeah. Okay,
You
so that's
could travel a bit.
yeah. We're going to go somewhere. Okay. Do I want to bother with ammonia worlds? Are
If
there
you
any?
find some.
Oh, there aren't any, are
Yes, definitely
There
you
are.
want.
there? Okay.
There are none in the
And
system.
sorry, just a real stupid. I promise I'm going to move on in a second. Notable stellar phenomena. Does that appear in the little radio
Yeah.
widget
Yeah,
thingy?
they do.
Okay.
Close to the asteroid rings. I think slightly to the left.
Okay. Closer to the asteroid rings and slightly to the left. Good.
Gotcha.
Did I? No, I haven't got my. Oh, hang on. I need to pick up my navigation target again. Bear with me, boys and girls. Crap pulsar. There we go.
So how many
What
things
is
came
that?
up when you
How
typed
many
in crap?
A's?
How many what?
A. Revisit this? What?
You're not supposed to notice
Oh.
that.
That okay? Do you want to see that? I'll show you that one.
Yes, please.
It's his numbering system.
It's not. It's not really a system, is it?
I have a similar system, but
Yeah.
slightly more
Okay, so
structured.
here's what I do. This is if I'm doing something between two systems, or I'm working on a particular system, and that system's important to me, and I want it to be at the top of my just let me finish what I'm saying here because I know where you're going. If I want that system to be at the top of my bookmark list, I'll just literally stick a load of random A's in front of it and think, right, okay. My problem is, because that works, right, because it just appears at the top of the list, but my problem is I never go and clean it up. So I end
Hang on
up
then, let's have a look.
with, you can just feel the blood pressure boiling in his neck. Okay.
Let's have a look.
Really?
Come on.
So you got my wife on it now. This isn't going to end well. There's a few. Okay, that one there. That's a. I'm quite proud of that one. That's called A. Revisit this !
Do you know where it is or what it is?
No. Do
Excellent.
you want to see where that is? Should we go and have a look?
But it seems to be important.
Yeah.
It's an awfully long way. It's in the Formidine Rift.
Wow.
There we go. Okay, so I saw that on the Lost Souls expedition and never went back to it. Thank God.
Good thing you marked it down.
Good to mark
Yeah.
it.
Well, we can do a Burpit road trip there at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Yeah, that would be really good, wouldn't it? Because we get there and go, what? Yeah, we'll get there and go, oh, great, it's going to be something exciting. Then we'll get there and go, why on earth did he book well?
You could go into the system map if you've visited it,
Can I?
and
Oh, let's not do that.
Have a look.
We'll be here for hours. We'll have a look
Yeah.
afterwards.
So where are we off to? This crab place.
Yeah, we're not going to get there today because it's like the crab place. It's like we'll have to put that in the translation matrix.
It's a planet that sells crabs.
Yeah, it's a crab planet of the crab people.
You could easily get there today, but not at the speed.
Yeah,
we're
it's
going.
50. Yeah, it's 56 jumps, and right. I'm millions of miles above the elliptical plane now, so
Oh, right.
I'm gonna have to honk. Hang on.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I'm good with the honking. Honking, I'm good with. Okay, so there's just 2 bodies there, so that's not worth worrying about, is it?
Correct.
So that's a
Because
move on. Okay.
Those are the 2 stars. Yeah.
Okay, I've got this now. We're good now. I've got this. We can do this now.
Excellent.
See, it's an education. I'm quite enjoying this. Are we not enjoying this? I'm having fun.
It's a good education.
It is.
I'm enjoying it because I'm learning lots.
Does that mean you can drive the discovery scanner now when we're out exploring?
Nope.
Okay.
The funny thing is, or the amazing thing is, if you really learn how to read the little spectrum,
Yeah.
you can change into it, and you can scoop, honk, and throttle down, look at the scanner, exit, and throttle back up without actually losing any speed. You just learn to read it quickly enough.
Right. I think that would probably end with me crashing into a star, I've got to be honest, but
I'm hoping, but
yeah, thank you. Okay, there's a 10, that's a 10. So you're looking at that scan straight away that I've done there. I'm trying to get to it before the stream catches up and going, there's nothing worth there, but you should... Earth-like!
What?
Oh, there's nothing there.
Oh.
I just saw Earth-like light up, but yeah.
yeah, Earth-likes are sometimes a bit misleading because the
rocky ice worlds.
Yeah, rocky ice worlds are very close by, and sometimes it just doesn't decide correctly.
Okay, but there's nothing on the...
So there's nothing there.
There's nothing. Okay, so that one's
Okay.
not worth it. Okay, good.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, this is good now. See, I was really curious before we did this. I wanted to know what your process is. Okay, so you're literally you're honking and scanning the system before you've even stopped scooping. Before you've and have you ever done any? I think I know the answer to. Or you might have done actually where you are now. Have you ever done any just like cold exploration just for the point of it? So you're not actually going anywhere. You're just going to explore. I don't know, an area. Does that make any sense at all?
Taiwan has, yeah. I've done it. I've done it a bit in a couple of clusters, but I'm more in favor of going to some specific place.
Right. Okay.
But Taiwan,
Yeah, but
you've done.
I also
mapping
went to a
and-
specific place. Or do you mean the Eagle Nebula?
Yeah.
Oh, don't remind me of
Yeah.
that.
I was going to say. Didn't you map out an entire star cluster or something?
Yeah. Oh, those were some four
Dark and
days
terrible
or so
days,
of
yeah.
dreadful
Heavy metal contents.
work.
You can scan those, by the way.
Where the what? Where?
Heavy metal contents could be interesting
Really?
if there's nothing else. Yeah.
Hang on. Those ones there. High metal content. No, there's nothing there. Oh crikey! Hang on. Hang on.
What's the matter with you? Running
No,
into a star?
nothing. Everything's fine. No, 108 degree. That's fine. 108%. That's perfectly normal. I think I'll just. Oh, I'm in my. I'm in my discovery scanner now. Hang on a minute. Just dump a heat sink. There we go. It's fine.
Is this at the point where I start coughing?
That was your opportunity, Reed. You could have said. You could have said then. You could.
Drop
It's
some
one of those
chaff.
rare occasions where you could have said drop a heat sink and you would have been correct.
All
yeah.
right then.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Were you saying there was something on my scanner then that I should be looking at, Prime?
There should be heavy metal content worlds. Yeah.
High metal con. Oh, okay.
There.
Yeah, these are.
Okay. So where the? Oh, see, this is now I can't find the. Oh, okay. Is that's the plane of the system there, isn't it? Okay. Everybody just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm concentrating
might
really
be
hard.
that you
Oh, is that
want to
it?
Follow that.
Oh God, look at that.
Oh, that was interesting.
It's interesting enough that you take over the Discovery scanner next time we're out.
Nope.
No, okay, good. And do I have to wait for that to do anything? No.
Well, it's landable, so it can't be terraformable.
Oh, is that right? Okay, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, they need an atmosphere.
Of course. You can't just import one. I know the answer to that question. That was rhetorical. Don't answer that.
Well,
They're awfully brown and dull, these
they
planets.
must
that you
have
think.
done
They are
something
brown,
like
aren't they?
that to Mars, actually.
Say that again.
They must have done that to Mars.
You have at least one terraformable, I think, because
Do I?
it said so in the log.
Where did you see that? See, I'm looking at the screen. You're only looking at the screen.
I'm actually watching what you're doing, unlike you.
Is it upsetting you? Is it sad?
I'm trying to see where he's in. So we could go down in history as the most frustrating stream ever.
Probably. I think the second HMC you scanned was terraform. No, the third. The
Okay.
third
Well, well, I'll be able to see it from the map. Well, no, hang on. The system map.
Yeah.
Oh, good heavens. Okay.
They're actually not that
Nice.
far away.
High metal content world. High metal content world. High metal content world. They're landable. Should we do those? Are they worth doing?
No, one of the non-landables, obviously.
High metal content world. Oh. Okay, so those two on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Worth a
One
look.
of those. I think one of those was terraformable.
What's it mean if
Well-
it's terraformable?
Well, more money, basically.
Oh, okay.
Where will I see terraformable?
Yeah, the second tab on the left.
Second tab.
That's- And there is
5 years I've
When
been playing
the-
this game, boys and girls. 5 years.
Just
you can
pop
see
up.
there.
It just popped
there
up
is-
as terraforming candidate somewhere.
Yeah, there's the sentence. This body is a candidate for terraforming.
Oh, okay, so it's in the top bit. Okay.
Yep. No.
Nope. Nope.
Basically, where your mouse was 10 seconds ago.
What was Hang on, right. Hang on, second tab. This body's a candidate for terraforming. Okay, I found
Wow.
it.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, we're going there.
that one.
Excellent.
We're going there. Here we go.
Okay.
Blah.
Go.
730 light seconds. That's very
That's quite manageable, isn't it?
comfortable. Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do
Can we
that.
go for a cruise?
Go for a cruise.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Not far at all. So I'm almost.
I'm hoping someone is learning something from this.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Oh,
I
I
am.
am.
I am learning. I am learning. This week on Educate Mike, I'm learning. This is good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, when you're zooming in on a heavy metal content world, you can already tell in the top right when it's actually taking time to scan for planetary POIs.
Right.
It cannot be a
Leap of shame.
terraforming candidate because
Okay.
if it generates POIs, it can't. It must be landable. If it's landable, it can't have an atmosphere. If it's not got an atmosphere, it can't be terraformable.
Okay, so it will actually resolve quicker.
Yeah.
Tato's saying when he's exploring, he always has a place to go. You've got to be going somewhere. I think it would probably drive me mad just aimlessly wandering.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Yeah,
Some-
the Eagle Nebula was like that. Seriously.
But we were stationed, it was near waypoint. So basically you're just killing time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
It makes it-
Different.
yeah, it's different than that.
Right, here we
And
go.
I sometimes when I have a long way to go, a long route plotted, I sometimes go to the left and to the right of the route looking for. But most of the time I'm traveling somewhere.
Right, I'm doing my candidate directions. Hang on.
We've got some very professional probing going on there.
Nice. Okay, 6 probes this one wants, so that's 4.
Can you do it in the allotted amount?
That's looking that
Surface scan.
4. I've done it.
Nice one.
Nice.
Very
Done it
good.
in 4. Look at that.
We're so proud of you.
There you go.
Excellent.
See, I did get something right because Tato's saying find a place and then go there on the galaxy, which is exactly what I did. I zoomed
Yeah.
around until I saw a little tiny smudge on the map and thought, oh, what's that? We're pretty certain that's a planetary nebula, aren't we? So that's quite good.
Yeah, that was how I got my first trip to Beagle Point.
Accidentally
on the
dropped
way.
out of Super Cruise.
Oh, okay.
Everybody look away. It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Why are you? What?
Nobody will notice. What?
Nobody will notice.
What?
It's fine.
All
It's
right.
fine.
Yeah.
It's-
I meant to I'll just put that. There we go.
Oh, that's a good question from Taylor actually. Do you have engineered probes?
No,
I very much doubt it.
no, I do not.
Did you have? Is this a legacy ship that you had before the last update? I mean, did you engineer your detailed surface scanner?
No, I don't. No, this is a. I don't think I did. No, I want to say no. That
Wasn't
doesn't
this
sound
your
like the
second
sort.
account where
that-
you had
Yeah, this doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do
done
at
that
all.
much anyway.
No, not
No,
much done on this
no,
account.
there's not much on this. It's all I've done on this is range, I think.
So what's the advantage of engineering?
For probes?
Yeah.
Longer range, higher speed, or larger radius?
Oh, okay. Large radius would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Large
yeah.
radius.
So you can use a lot
Brilliant.
less probes.
They're unlimited though, aren't they?
Yeah.
It would still be good.
How do we
Thank
feel
God
about
they are
that design decision? Yeah, I was going to say thank God I'd be useless with that.
That would, honestly, limiting the amount of probes would have been the stupidest idea they ever had.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. That would have been the bane of because you'd just spend forever harvesting
Disengaged.
materials to make some more, wouldn't you?
Which you do anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then even more on top of that, no, just no.
No.
Okay, I need to learn to look at the scanner really quickly. High metal content. I'm only going to go for water worlds and okay, so there's nothing there, is there? And that's just, and then we're into gas giant
no,
territory
you have
up
some
there.
gas giants.
Isn't this where you were saying about it falls on the letters though, doesn't it? It falls within. Yeah.
Yep.
So you need to learn those.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going there. Okay.
Yeah, so basically water worlds are in the first half of analysis.
Okay. I might have to make Burr a little chart.
I suspect there's one already, but yeah, we might have to print one off.
Yeah, there are very nice
Okay.
So the problem is though,
helpful pictures already.
Okay.
the problem we've got really is that like exploring is the best way, obviously, to find new stuff and pretty stuff that no one's seen before, which is great, which is ideal for us because we can use that kind of stuff on the channel and do all sorts of useful, brilliant stuff with it. But the worst thing for Reed to do is sit in multi-crew with me while I explore, and our game time is kind of limited to doing interesting stuff, really, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So you just need to get more efficient.
thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to go, Prime? Do you think that's going to be?
We can live in hope.
You've seen my last video of the screenshots with
Fuel scoop.
this gas giant close to the sun,
Scan
and
complete.
I mean that was discovered like this. I mean, I scanned it. I saw there were very few
Frameshift
signals.
charging.
One gas giant likely to have rings, and the scanner already, the FSS already tells you how far away that signal is. So you immediately see, that it's close by. You can
Yeah. Okay. Fair
you
point.
can scan because you can quickly get over there.
3, 2,
You did see that it actually tells you how far away the signal is, right?
You need to have a look at that again.
Because that's important for the high metal content world, because each star type, star class, has a different Goldilocks zone, which
Right.
houses the terraformable candidates. And you can see, well, it has to be in a range between, let's say, 100 and 200 light seconds. And you can just hover over the signal for the heavy metal content world, and if it says 400 light seconds, all right, I don't even need to check it more closely because it can't be terraformable.
fuel scooping.
Okay.
Warning. Temperature.
Jeebus. I'm gonna have to start concentrating, aren't I?
I might have to start earning my keep because
I think you should start. I think you should. Hands up, all those.
No, nobody put
Who
their hands
thinks?
up. Just-
What's
In
smoke?
the chat, hands up, all those. Come on, Tato. Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
Hands
no,
up, all
no,
those.
He's saying it works really well with
Who think Reed
multi-crew.
should drive the Discovery scanner? It does work really well in multi-crew because we could uncover an entire system, both of us, really quickly. Well, you could do 3/4 of it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that it works pretty well, really.
Mm.
I can't remember if I honked. I did honk, didn't I?
Yeah, it's more efficient use of time.
Water world.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, I can do this.
See, sometimes I just think I jump to conclusions. See, I thought Tato had actually typed that wrong, and I just read idiot.
Do it. Yeah. Oh, there is.
Both are correct.
Now, if you look on the... Can I...
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
cool.
No,
Yep.
Stop. Now, look at the... Basically, behind your face cam. No, it's 170 light seconds away.
Oh, I
pointing
see
at
it.
your
Oh,
hand.
okay.
Yeah.
That's not very front and centre, though, is it? It's almost ghosted out on the scanner. No wonder I never saw it. I didn't even know that was there. So it's
Because you're not
1,750.
looking at the screen.
Well, there is that, yeah. I'm looking at the screen. I'm just looking at
Where
that
is it?
bit there. See, you can't see it because it's behind my face cam, but it's
Oh, okay.
it's
down there.
It's
You could sort
there.
of, you know,
Okay,
hunker down a
down
bit.
there.
I could, but then you'd get. Hang on.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, you'll get chair.
I know where to look next. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, and there it is. Let's go get it.
Mm.
I need to do, there we go. Okay. Now, I'm almost afraid to ask this, but there was a threat made yesterday evening, I believe, about a quiz.
Oh gosh, I can't believe you just reminded them
I
of
think
that.
I think it's best to just get it out of the system, to be honest.
What?
I
See, they've
think
forgotten. They,
voice
no, you-
cut out on my side.
oh, good.
Oh, good. Forget I said anything.
I think they're talking about a quiz.
No. No, I said this is going quick, is what I said.
Okay, Prime, shall we get our sheet ready?
Oh god, they've even got sheets. I keep meaning I must do this the other way around. I've got to get the quiz going the other way around. It's very one-sided at the moment.
Yeah, it was.
Is anyone actually keeping score?
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I'm sure, yeah, I'll bet they are, yeah.
I think I'm losing actually.
You two need to
Yeah.
make sure you're nice to me,
Yeah.
otherwise I'm going to bring up what you did to Alarmy yesterday. And
I need to redress the balance. I need to win some.
here we go. Here we go.
So is this where you were going to?
This is, yeah, here we are. This is our
Okay.
our second water world. It's got something else orbiting nearby as well. A moon. Serious question, Ray,
Yep.
and there is no correct answer.
Yep.
Serious question. So answer truthfully, not in an entertaining fashion.
Okay.
Do you have any interest whatsoever in operating the Discovery scanner now you've seen how it works?
How it works properly.
Yeah, kind of. As long as it doesn't. The trouble is that the first time Burr showed it to me,
I didn't know what I was doing.
and we must have been sat there looking at about, I don't know, 5 minutes, which seemed like a lifetime of not making any sense, and it just put me off. Now it's I'm watching the stream, and it's been explained a bit better, should we say?
Explained, not explained
Explained,
better.
full stop.
Explained. You can absolutely.
I
I'll
can
take
kind
that
of-
one. That's fine.
I think it actually would be achievable.
I think it
The
would
first
be.
time you showed me, it was so horrendous. It was like,
There you go. Look
never,
at that. I
ever
could have
doing
done that in 3.
Did you?
I got it in 4, but I think I could have done that in 3. That's not nearly as difficult as I didn't realise that there was actually an aiming reticule going on there. You know, that's actually way easier. No one seems
Yes, it
awfully
does.
surprised.
It does seem easier.
That
And if you
strikes
can do
me.
it quick with 2 of us, it's got to be worth doing.
I'm gonna have a
It's
quick.
got to be worth it.
I'm gonna have a quick butchers at whatever that was. Over there, the moon. That's a high metal content world. I might have that as I'm over here.
Yep.
So how far have you got to go on distant worlds this week? Have you got many jumps ahead of you, or are you there already? Or...
It was quite a long waypoint actually, over 7,000 light years.
Ooh,
Gosh.
Jeebus.
So I did like 5,000 on the first day, and well, I think I have like only 1,500 to go or so.
Yeah. Where is it? Goliath's Rest is the next already from now.
So you get do they carry on with waypoints all the way till the end of the trip?
900 light years.
Kind of.
And
My
Goliath's Rest itself is 1,300.
Yeah,
there are
close by.
there are waypoints all the way until Beagle Point. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Right,
guys.
okay.
Is that right? So it's basically an organised trip all the way out to Beagle Point, and then it's a free for all.
Right. Okay.
Oh, is that gonna? Oh, one more.
So the dark blue bit is the bit that you didn't get scanned.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, which is yeah.
Right. So do you want a quiz?
Oh, go on then. Come on, because I've got to win.
All right. All right.
All right, come on.
You can hear the relish in his voice, can't you?
He
He
is,
loves
yeah.
this rubbish.
Absolutely. Okay. So this is your stream. I'm just quickly recapping the rules.
Mhm.
I give the Boers one German word and 2 options to choose from what it means. Basically, we're keeping score. Burr is currently leading with 2 versus 1.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I didn't get anything right last quiz.
Can someone clip that moment? Because that never happens in this house. Someone clip that quick. That never happens.
Let's move on.
Right. So we'll start with a short one, actually.
Okay.
Gefrierbrand.
Oh, that's a brilliant word.
That's a good word.
Gefrierbrand. I love the h in the Gefrierbrand.
Okay.
So is it A, an uncontrolled endothermic chemical reaction leading to the cooling of the surrounding laboratory equipment?
Nice.
Or
Nice.
B, dried up patches on deep frozen food, especially fruits and vegetables. Gefrierbrand.
I don't even know which one to go for. Oh, well, I'm definitely going B because I really want it to be B. I really want the
That's
second
really
option.
interesting because I really, really want it to be. Can you just explain the sciencey one to me again?
Just because it sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
An uncontrolled endothermic chemical reaction leading to the cooling of the surrounding laboratory equipment.
I can't believe there is one
That's
word for
amazing.
either of those things. You're just making this up.
That's
Right.
amazing.
So you're going A then.
God, I hope it's A. Yeah, I want to go A. Please be A.
Ree just scored the equalizer.
Oh!
Dried up patches on deep frozen food.
Nobody clip that. Nobody clip that moment.
Dried patches on frozen food.
Yeah.
You've got a word for dried
for that?
patches on frozen
Because
food.
because it looks like it's burned, but it comes from being frozen, so it's like frozen burned.
Is that frozen burnt? Are we saying? Do you see what I did there?
you did that.
Oh, God.
You did that. I'm just.
Oh. Oh. I'm so very tired.
I can already see all the people watching, turning around and leaving right now.
I'm looking at the watching now. All right, another one.
Okay.
It's a simple one. You know, really simple words. There's nothing of word in that system, by the way.
Okay.
It's like having your dad on the trip. Yeah, go on.
All right. Holzeisenbahn.
Oh,
Oh,
Holzeisenbahn.
I like the word.
Yeah.
It sounds like ice cream. Yeah, go on.
No, quite. Is it A, a special freight train transporting raw wood? Or B, a toy train made out of wood? Holzeisenbahn.
It's got to be A.
oh. My gut reaction was A, to be honest. As much as I want to go the opposite, I'm going to say my gut reaction was A.
Thomason's saying snowballs. I don't know if that's even relevant, but it sounds good.
No, but all right. B. Oh, Chip.
Oh,
Chip, you're right. It's B. A toy train made out of wood. Holzeisenbahn. Literally, wooden train.
I
excellent.
thought a Chip was capable of German anyway.
Well, he's
At
Dutch.
least
He's
He's
Dutch.
Dutch.
So
He's helping.
aggregate. Ah, right, aggregate. Yeah, and he's learning it, I believe. wasn't he?
Excellent.
Tato's learning German as well. So both
I think
Chips,
both of them were.
both Chips know some
learning
German.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
All
You've
right.
got some mental words. Right, so, right, I'm still winning, just saying.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Right.
No, you're not. We're tied.
No,
You're not winning.
You're tied. You're
Oh,
tied
alright,
at
come on
2
then,
each.
I'm winning.
Right.
I'm
You have the
winning on
potential
last
to be the first loser, is what you got there, love. Oh, she's going to hurt me now. I just consign myself to the fridge for the rest of the week. Right, go on.
Yeah. Right. So last one.
one. Yep.
Another. It's a beautiful word. I think it's really beautiful. Beamtendeutsch.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good word.
Beamtendeutsch.
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 Nice.
So, is it A, a foreigner working for the German government who has been granted citizenship in order to accomplish his work?
Yeah.
Or B, a rather convoluted way of German, especially written, in order to make legislative texts unambiguous in legal proceedings, but almost non-understandable for laypersons?
Oh my God.
Oh, I like that.
Beamtendeutsch.
Ooh.
Beamtendeutsch.
I've got a feeling it's A, but I'd rather it was B. But yeah, I'm going to go A.
All right.
I'm going to go B. I quite like the sound of B.
Oh, God, see, Chip's gone B. That means you're right. Rats. Why did I give my answer? Chip. You're
Yeah,
supposed to text me in chat.
Chip's right. We should have a.
Is it? Wait. Is this the last question? This is the last question, isn't it?
Yes.
Come on!
And Burris again leading with 3.
Yes!
Good.
I love how we have one word expressing perfectly, because Beamte is government worker,
Right.
government employee,
Public servant, something.
public servant. Thank you, public servant. In Deutsch, obviously, is German, so it's the government speak, so to speak.
Ah. You've got some mental words in German.
Yeah, what you're doing there is distracting for the fact that I'm winning.
What? What are you talking about? Where are we flying to?
Could someone clip that moment for me as well? She's going to need to show the judge that.
Oh, this is no good.
Well,
There will be the revenge
Well.
of the Barrette.
yes, there will.
Yeah.
There will.
Where are
Well,
we flying to?
well, we're kind of done, really.
Are we?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh.
When we started, we had 56 jumps, and now we've got 47. So we've done,
Oh,
That's not bad.
we ain't done bad.
Actually, it is.
It was all right. It's dreadful, isn't it? Yeah. But I now know what I'm doing, which means I can now relatively competently operate the Discovery scanner and get a little bit better at it. So,
excellent.
in that regard, I'm going to say
We've-
mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished. It has been very interesting, I have to say. It has been interesting.
It has, hasn't it? Genuinely, that has been a real education. That has been brilliant. I think I've seen about 3 or 4 streams and/or videos on how to use the Discovery scanner, and that's the first time I've actually understood it.
I think congratulations to Prime
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
And Tyvin, well done, you two.
Yeah, both of you. Your patience is incredible. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been huge fun. Thank you very much for joining the stream. It's lovely to have you along for our first time on Twitch. How exciting is that?
How exciting.
Check out youtube.com/primetimecasual for Primetime's Distant Worlds 2 logs, and also Tyvin, how can people find your written logs that
Either through my Twitter, I always publish it on Twitter when I have a new chapter, or I publish them on EDSM.
Okay. Well, there
So
you go.
if you find me on EDSM or friend me on EDSM, then you can read them. They are public.
And
Brilliant.
of course, the last way is, feel free to come into the Discord, and the Burr Pit Discord.
Yeah, jump into the Discord.
If you give me a second, I can just pull a link.
Oh yeah, that'd be useful. Thank you, mate. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, check out the Burr Pit Discord as well. There'll be a link down below somewhere. You can grab any of us in there, including these poor lost souls. That was brilliant. And Prime will now furnish you with the link.
Hopefully.
Pressure, pressure. Come on, Prime, you're up.
While we
think
wait, here's a
that should-
baboon.
That should do it.
Nice
Excellent.
one. Look at that. You're so good. That would have taken me about an hour. This has been brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. We really appreciate you
Thanks
turning
for
up. We
watching.
really do. It's been brilliant. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching.